Welcome to Chamber Talk. I have Kim David with me today from the Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and Kim has been on the show recently. We've been talking about workforce and education initiatives here in Dublin and Lawrence County. And Kim, if you would, just remind our viewers your role at the Oconee Fall Line Technical College.
Sure. I am very excited to serve Dublin and Lawrence County as the Vice President of Economic Development at Oconee Fall Line Technical College. My side of the house deals with non-credit training, which is considered continuing education training, customized training that we do for business and industry. We work very closely with the academic side of the house to do training that is specific to the business and industry in our service area, using our academic faculty when we can, but then sometimes using adjunct faculty that we bring in to teach continuing ed type courses.
And I know you guys work with all of those folks that you just mentioned, with our public school systems, private schools, any type of educational organizations to help put people to work.
Right. We work very hard across our organization, not just through my department, but the college works very hard to work with our local school systems and the other post-secondary institutions in our area to make sure that our students are taken care of and getting what they need to go to work for business and industry and have the skills that they need.
Well, and I think we need to make sure, certainly, to remind people how blessed and fortunate we are to have this campus right here in Dublin, Lawrence County. And I certainly want to encourage people, if you're seeking certifications or higher education, Oconee Fall Line Technical College is a great place to start.
Well, we think so. We have over 100 areas of study, programs of study on the academic side of the house, and then of course through our non-credit training, we have safety certifications that people can get. We have an active continuing education department, and we're always looking for new training that we can offer through our department specifically that will benefit an individual in the areas that they work and help them seek the skills that they need.
So the main reason we're here today, and this show particularly, you just mentioned new programs, and you guys are constantly seeking new programs, new ways to educate folks, new ways to introduce people to the workforce, and you got a really exciting new program that you guys are offering.
We do. We're very excited to start on November 5th. We will start a new course which is actually a partnership between continuing education, our adult education department, which is where you can come to get your GED, and then our trade and industrial division. And so it's a course that all three of those areas of the college touch on, and it's called Industrial Workplace Fundamentals. And it is a course that is designed, ideally, the ideal candidate for this course is someone who has either been unemployed for a certain amount of time or has been underemployed wherever they currently are, or just has a general interest in the industrial environment or manufacturing environment, which Dublin and Lawrence County have a lot of opportunity in right now. And so we're very excited about this course and the skills that it will provide to someone for entry-level foot-in-the-door positions at some of these manufacturing companies.
So for an industry or manufacturing job, I think I heard you mention in there maybe the work would be needed to complete a GED. So to participate in this course, do you need to have your GED to participate?
You actually do not.
Okay.
We will work with you if that's a goal of yours, which we hope that it would be. We would work with you through our adult education department to obtain your GED concurrently with participating in this course, but it is not a requirement. So if you do not have your high school diploma or GED, you can still participate.
Okay, worst case scenario, Kim, I live in Dublin, Lawrence County. I hadn't worked in a long time. I didn't complete high school, but this sounds like a really interesting program. I would like to get into the workforce.
Ideal candidate. You're the ideal candidate. You can contact us through our adult education department or our continuing education department. We'll have this information up on our website. There's an application as well as the program overview that explains what all goes on throughout this course. This is a non-credit course, so it's not you won't receive an academic credential for it. It's a 5-week course, but you will receive 5 different industry recognized certifications that will hopefully make you a more attractive candidate when you go to apply for these positions at our local companies.
And being I didn't complete school and I haven't worked in a long time, I don't have any money.
Right. Well, we are very lucky to partner with the WorkSource, Heart of Georgia WorkSource, which is also known as WIOA, which is throughout the state. There are regions throughout the state where WorkSource Georgia serves, and ours is the Heart of Georgia region. And we are working with them to put applicants through an eligibility criteria process that will hopefully allow you to get tuition assistance through that organization.
So what I'm hearing, Kim, is if you want to work, you guys can help make that happen.
Absolutely.
For pretty much anybody that's physically able to perform task or work.
Right.
You guys, there's no reason someone can't get help and get to work.
Right, and that's actually true with everything that the college does. Currently, if you don't have your high school diploma or GED, you can come to the college now for free in the GED department to get tutoring and prep to take the GED exam. All of those courses are free, and that's something that we've had for a very long time. This program specifically is a way to get someone who may not have their high school diploma or GED, or who may, and get them a leg up as far as the industrial and manufacturing sectors are concerned. It will provide, I mentioned 5 certifications. You will receive your OSHA 10 General Industry Safety Certification. You'll receive your Forklift Safety Certification. You will receive a Medic First Aid Certification, which is a first aid CPR certification card for the industrial environment. You will receive your North Star certification, which is a computer program. It's a computer literacy course that teaches you the basics to the Microsoft computer programs. And then you will also work within the Work Keys program to do a Work Keys assessment, which a lot of our distribution and manufacturing companies in our area already require the Work Keys exam to apply. So you will go through that process of preparation for the Work Keys exam, and you'll take the Work Keys exam as well.
Wow, so this will be a pretty well-rounded individual
Absolutely.
by the time you finish this program. Kim, this is exciting, and this is just what we need, excuse me, here in Dublin, Lawrence County. Another great initiative to try to help fill that gap in our workforce. You know, we have over 300 jobs available every day in Dublin, Lawrence County, and I think we do have the people here that could fill those jobs. I think sometimes there are barriers that people think they can't get past to get them into those jobs. So this is a great program, a great avenue to do that. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I want to talk about those 5 areas again, and maybe break each one of them down individually. We'll be right back.
Fairview Fitness Center, open 24/7 with staffed hours available every day. Push your fitness further with our fitness classes. Join today and see the benefits of a healthy life. Fairview Fitness Center, serving our community for over 30 years. For more information, call 353-1900. Visit us at 200 Industrial Boulevard behind Fairview Hospital, or log on to fairviewfitness.com.
Hi, I'm Anna Grace with Myers Equipment and Supply, your dealer for the complete line of Can-Am side-by-sides and ATV products. For hunting, farming, or riding the trails, Can-Am has the models you need. See the full line of exciting Can-Am products featuring the Can-Am Outlander line of ATVs. Outlanders outfit you with the best mix of performance, handling, and comfort, all at a price you can afford. Can-Am Outlanders. Riding the trails, working the farm, or playing in the mud, nothing beats a Can-Am. Come into Myers Equipment today and see the full line of Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
Welcome back to the show, and Kim, thank you so much again for joining us today. Really, really exciting work that you guys are doing out at the Fall Line Technical College. And this program that offers an opportunity for unemployed or underemployed folks, regardless of financial status, regardless of the level of education that they've already received, you guys are willing to take them in, train them, educate them, and then help put them into the workforce. And you mentioned in this course there's 5 different areas that folks will participate in. So if you would go back for me, and in each one of these programs, let's talk about the different jobs that may be available for them in Lawrence County even.
Okay. 2 of the certifications are safety related.
Okay.
One is the OSHA 10 general industry training, which anyone from the general public can obtain that certification. A lot of the times people go through training for OSHA while they're already on the job. But then in this instance, we would provide that training and provide you with your OSHA 10 card that allows you to say that you've been through the training, you understand safety related to the industrial environment, and hopefully that would just make you a little bit more attractive of a candidate than someone who doesn't have that experience or isn't aware. Can
you tell me a little bit of the details? I know that's not exactly what you do.
Right.
But so when we talk about industrial safety, what does industrial safety look like? Are we talking about just giving someone a Band-Aid if they got a cut or a scrape, or?
Well, that would fall under the medic first aid course, which is your basic first aid CPR course. But OSHA 10 is the basic industrial safety course, and it provides training related to any of the hazards you may experience on the work site. So specifically for the manufacturing environment, there may be hazards related to moving equipment, like a conveyor belt. And so it'll talk about how to operate safely, how to work safely in an environment relating to the equipment that you'll be working with. It talks about safety around chemicals and hazardous materials. It's really a 2-day course. It's a full first day, and then it's another couple of hours the next day. So that's a very intensive safety course, but it really talks about safety from an overall standpoint in an industrial environment and touches on examples of what an individual might experience working on an industrial site.
So a little more of the aspect of working safely versus not really a medical care for people who have been injured.
Correct. It teaches you how to work safely within the industrial environment.
Which is huge, because I know back in the past in the industries and manufacturing facilities, injuries that's one of the leading causes of missed time from work. So
absolutely, and employers want to know, and a lot of employers will provide on-the-job training related to safety once you get there, specific to what that company does. A lot of employers will hire someone like the college to come in and teach this course to their employees. But if you already come in with this knowledge, in our opinion, it makes you a more attractive employee, and it allows the company to know that you have the basic knowledge of how to operate safely in an environment such as the one that you would be applying for a job for.
So the mindset and the awareness when you're in that facility, because not only or you could be in danger yourself, a person not working
others.
Safely, could cause harm to someone else. So
absolutely.
Talk to me about one of the other areas.
Well, similarly, forklift safety certification is a course that we teach a lot, and in the manufacturing and particularly the distribution environment here in our community, operating a forklift as a piece of specific heavy equipment is something that is very common in our community. And so we have an entire course dedicated to proper use and proper operation of that piece of heavy equipment. And that one was specifically picked. It is a course that we offer quite regularly anyway, but it was specifically picked because of how common forklift operation is in the industries in our area. Correct. And it provides you with hands-on experience operating a forklift, as well as the classroom knowledge to get your safety certification to operate a forklift.
Okay. And Kim, one of my favorite subjects, and you mentioned it in this segment, and I'll let you elaborate. Probably one of the reasons it is my favorite subject is it's probably one of the areas I know the least about.
Okay.
But it fascinates me is technology today. And you mentioned IT training or some computer literacy.
Sure.
And I don't believe there's very, very few, if any, jobs today that at some point or time you're not going to have to know basic skills to use a computer.
Right. One of the certifications that we offer is the North Star Computer Literacy Certification. And that specifically is an introduction to most computer applications, which you or I operate a computer pretty regularly throughout the day. But someone working in the manufacturing environment may not be sitting at their computer all day, so they may not learn those skills just by doing. And so this will give someone who doesn't have experience in the Microsoft Office applications or basic computer applications, it gives them an introductory level training to how to operate those applications should they be needed in the position that they would be holding within the company.
Is one of the areas I think I hear, even I think they call it in school now, is it keyboarding or something?
Yeah,
they call
I don't know that we do keyboarding anymore.
Okay.
I think
Is that a replacement for an old typing class?
yeah,
or?
I think
Okay.
so. I think so. It was Mavis Beacon when I was in high school. It's more of an introduction to the actual application. So Microsoft Word,
Okay.
Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, if you use those. And we regularly teach those courses in our continuing ed division, just as open enrollment, personal enrichment classes. But we have a lot of folks who in our community who may be reaching retirement age, but are still interested in joining the workforce or staying in the workforce, but
Great
they
idea.
don't have the learned experience on the computer that,
Sure.
say, I would have had just by doing. Pretty much my professional career, I've been on a computer, and so I didn't necessarily take a course to learn how to do it. I just learned by doing, and in a lot of cases, for someone who's been in an environment where they're not at a computer all day, that's not a skill that they've learned by doing, and so they need to learn by training. And so we're hoping to give folks an introductory experience into those computer applications should they be needed for the job that they're going to hold.
And so another area that I don't think we've tapped into as well as we could or should here in Lawrence County, we do have a large retirement population here. And a lot of our retired folks today probably didn't work day in and day out with a computer in the jobs that they work. But a lot of these folks would still like to come to work at the Chamber of Commerce or at the front desk at one of our businesses or industries.
Right.
And you're going to have these basic skills.
Right.
Word, Microsoft, and et cetera. And it'd be a great place for these folks to come and learn and be able to be
Absolutely.
employed.
We have continual courses on our continuing education calendar. Every quarter, we do a rotating calendar every quarter of our continuing education courses. And every quarter we offer basic computer courses. So we always have computer courses going on through our continuing education department that would be ideal for someone who just wants to learn the basic uses of a computer. We have everything from, I know how to turn it on, but I don't know where to go next. We get that request. And then we have, I would like a little bit more of an intermediate experience with Excel. Or a specific application. And so we work with those requests on an almost daily basis to try to fill classes of like-minded needs that we can offer that training to people who may be in that situation that you mentioned.
Yeah, Kim, I love what I'm hearing today because, what I hear in our industry, and I travel around with the Chamber of Commerce and serve on some different boards, and any community, everywhere you go across the United States, it's skilled labor and workforce, and this gap in the talent, but here in Lawrence County, there is no reason someone can't get the education that they need to be able to go to work, and so thank you for what you guys are doing. Did we cover all of the areas?
There's one more that I want to touch on,
Okay.
And it was related to the Work Keys exam,
Yes,
and that is everyone is saying all those skills are fine and good, but if they won't show up on time, or they won't show up prepared to work, or they won't respect their coworkers or their supervisors, then we can't have them anyway, no matter what their skills are. And so the Work Keys portion, certification portion of this course that I'm mentioning, is 100% dedicated to those soft skills and work ethic skills. That's the component that will teach the participants the importance of these things, and hopefully that they would follow after they've completed that portion as well.
Okay. And I appreciate the fact that you guys include that. I'll just say on camera here, to me, what a shame that we have to take the time to teach that. You and I'm sure you grew up in a household just like I did.
Right.
Those things were called common sense. You get up on time, you get dressed, you go to work, you do your job.
Yeah.
But yes, we do have to teach soft skills today to folks, and so that's great that that is a part of the program, because we do hear that from a lot of our industry and manufacturers. So,
Right.
Kim, I appreciate you again taking time today to be on the show. We're going to take one more quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Rogers, and this is my wife, Deborah.
If you're unable to get out and vote, if you will call the registrar's office at 272-2841, they'll be happy to mail you an absentee ballot.
I'm asking you to cast your vote for Jimmy Rogers, County Commissioner, District 4. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Taylor Knight, here to put our team at Community Bank to work for you. Teamwork is vital in sports, at work, at home, and community. That's why we worked so hard to establish a winning team of customer service and lending professionals. When you call on Community Bank, we stand ready to help. There are other banks, but there's only one Community Bank. So come see us and let us put our team to work for you. Community Bank of Dublin, Lawrence County. Common sense banking never goes out of style.
Welcome back to the show, and Kim, thank you so much again for taking time out today. We've been talking about the new program. Tell me again.
Industrial Workplace Fundamentals is the name of the course, and that's a mouthful. You don't have to remember that, but
Well, it is, but industrial and fundamentals.
Right.
Those two words stand out to me there. Appreciate the work, again, that you guys are doing out at the Fall Line Technical College, Oconee Fall Line Technical College. Very important to our community. And we've talked a lot about 5 areas of this program, but I think you told me there's another part of this that we have not addressed yet.
Sure. We talked specifically about the certifications that will be issued upon completion or successful completion of the course. But one important component of the course is the introduction to a lot of the skill training that we do. I mentioned that our Trade and Industrial Division at the college is one of the partners in the course, and we will be offering as part of the course introductory training to a lot of the courses that we offer at the college. For instance, introduction to welding, introduction to machine tool or CNC operation, introduction to electronics, PLCs. We have a relatively new course at the college called Mechatronics, which was one we developed when we were working with Valmera on their training project. And that was such a popular course and such a vital course to that training project that we actually turned it into an academic program. So you can now receive a degree in mechatronics. And so we'll have an introduction to mechatronics, introduction to industrial systems. A lot of the programs that we offer currently on the academic side that you can receive an academic credential for, we're going to try to provide an introduction to those areas as part of this Industrial Workplace Fundamentals course, so that the participants in the course will have at least a working knowledge of what those areas are, should they touch on them in the job that they would be applying for, but also as a way to hopefully light a little fire in them to say, I really would like to focus in that area.
Right.
And so maybe in that exposure I've gotten to the mechatronics program, I would like to pursue a career specific to mechatronics.
Well, and I think one of the other things, Kim, without actually saying it, you have said in numerous ways today, you guys on a daily basis, I believe, you're out in the community, you're working with our local industry and manufacturing folks, and you're listening to them, and you're saying, what do you need?
Right.
And then you guys are bringing these programs to the technical college.
That's what we do. The technical college is a workforce development tool. Everything that we do from a training standpoint, from an academic standpoint, is driven by what the needs of the business and industry in our service area is. And so it's very important that we work closely with business and industry in our service area to make sure that what we're teaching is accurate, what we're teaching is what they need in an employee, and what we're teaching is going to be useful in the real world application after they finish, whether it's non-credit training or an academic credential.
Well, and Kim, I recently had a county commissioners debate, and all 4 of the candidates that we were interviewing talked about the need for good paying jobs, for us to recruit folks here, for us to have young professionals here, even for us to retain the folks that are already here. We've got to have good paying jobs. A person who has attended a technical college or any higher education institution, those folks are probably going to make higher wages than the folks who have not.
Right.
And so you guys continue to provide that opportunity for people. So the folks that have some education, maybe high school or whatever the level of learning would be, you guys have something, I think, for just about anybody. Even if you have a degree,
right,
you still have things that folks could come back to school and learn how to do. At the age of 49, 2 years ago, I enrolled in some classes at a technical college in the community where I was. So I think there's something for everyone. So if there's anyone watching the show today and they're interested in a program, maybe hopefully the program that we discussed today, what do they need to do?
All they need to do, if they have access to the internet, is go to our website. They can fill out a small contact us form on our website and tell us what their interest is, and it'll go straight to our admissions department, and they will have someone contact them at whatever mode of communication that they choose on that form, and or they could come out to the college and talk with our admissions counselors, see what their areas of interest are, and they will walk them through the process from walking in the door to getting them enrolled into courses.
And can we make it even as simple if someone calls the Oconee Fall Line Technical College and they say, Kim David. Kim David was on TV 35.
That's right.
And she was talking about a fundamental industry program. I want some information. Can they do that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They can give us a call. My office number, I'll go ahead and put my office number out there, is 478-240-5157. And I'm happy to connect them to Roger Bird, is our Manager of Business and Industry Services. And that's who they would talk to in my department, or Tiffany Lofton is our Dean of Adult Education, and that's who they would talk to in that department. And either person can get them registered for the course if they're interested in that specific course.
Fantastic. So, Kim, I'd like to close the show by allowing our guest an opportunity. You'll look into that camera and you tell folks why they need to come see you out at Oconee Fall Line Technical College.
Sure. Well, as you've already mentioned, Heath, we feel like Oconee Fall Line Technical College has a program that can meet just about any need, whether you are a high school student interested in our dual enrollment programs, or whether you are a upcoming retiree and are interested in some personal enrichment training because you might not be quite ready to go home just yet. You might want to do a little something else, or whether you're someone who's interested in going to work for one of our amazing industries here in Dublin-Lawrence County. We feel like we have something that will be for you that can help you get a foot in the door at one of those businesses, and we're happy to help.
Kim, I want to say thank you again for your time today. Thank you to the folks at Oconee Fall Line Technical College, helping us make sure today and every day is a great day for business in Dublin-Lawrence County. Thank you for joining us.